Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is I, Iron Sheik 84. To my left on stream is Lee Brown, and below me is Slim Numbers. Good morning, gentlemen. How are y'all doing?
I'm doing all right. I'm tired. I streamed slash recorded behind the scenes for almost 8 hours, about 7+ hours yesterday, and I was at my standing desk for most of that time. I'm right here in my office, and yeah, normally I do it from a chair, and I feel it today. I'm getting old, guys. I'm getting old. Oh, Slim, how you doing?
I'm doing good. I feel great. I'm not sore. I kind of feel like I'm 22 again. It's
Oh,
been a great morning.
that's awesome. Uh, Well, we were having some amazing off the cuff behind the scenes conversation. I was like, guys, let's just go live. We got to record this. I mean, we were going to go live anyway, but there was some good stuff going on, and we're going to get back to it. But the theme of today's episode are concerns and celebrations of kind of what's changed with this MLC. Obviously, we're in the midst of a 3-week MLC, which doesn't give a whole lot of data to play with. If you don't do this, don't do that, like, well, it's a short MLC, you'll be okay. But there's some good things, and then there's certainly some interesting challenges coming in here. So you guys were talking about we were talking about the fact that Trick and Oba, yeah. Yeah, Slim, you had some good take on that. You wanna give some thoughts there?
Yeah. So last night I went live. I was going to do my best Lee Brown impersonation and mess around with the new characters and come up with move sets and record on the fly. I didn't record anything. I just couldn't get to it. I spent like an hour and 15 minutes on Trick Williams. I spent another probably 45 on Obafemi, and they don't work right. In my opinion,
Yeah,
none of the move sets for Obafemi flow very well, except for one,
yeah.
and that's his triple black move set. And you have to have, at the very least, you have to have the Stevie Nicks plate.
Hmm.
Um, and to get max damage, you really kind of need to have the drip plate added to it. The Queen's Tiara is a decent um, substitute, but not a great substitute. And sure, if you have the drip plate and the Steve sticks, then sure, you're going to hit massive damage. Outside of that, his second best moveset takes advantage of his power gems and it uses a sub to reload and to load the finisher. And it's very awkward. It's just a super awkward feeling moveset, which does pretty decent damage, about 185 million at the end of turn two, and that's all of the total damage. Turn one and turn two combined is 85 million damage, which is good. And there's a sub, so there's defense, but like, yuck. Um, Obafemi, I'm not as super familiar with him as a sports entertainer, but just looking at the guy and looking at highlights, he doesn't look like a guy who is going to be using a submission move to really slow down the match and control it. It feels more like a William Regal kind of thing, not a Obafemi thing. Maybe I'm wrong. I've never watched any of his matches. And then Trick
Well,
Williams, he's kind of all over the place too. All of the traditional move sets that you think would work with him don't hit nearly hard enough to actually do anything.
yeah.
Um, and the best way to run him that I personally found involves the Kelly's the bombshell plate.
Right?
So it either feels like these two characters are vehicles to show off the new plates and kind of they're combo plates, right? They're rumbles built in with other buff plates. So they're either showing off the fact that these new plates are going to be part of the new meta. There's going to be more of them, and to kind of hold on to our seats as they show up, or that the two cards are missing something. Like there's something vital missing with both of them, indicating to me that maybe it's an NXT moment that's coming, or maybe they get gears, or maybe there's new trainers or something. I don't know, but something is missing with both of them to make them feel like a fully formed, fleshed out card.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, obviously you saw, yesterday when I was doing the mega long stream and all that. I mean, I was getting tired anyway, but I always try to be honest. I usually try to default towards positivity wherever I can, but I'm always trying to be honest with things. And it was really hard to find anything good with Obafemi. And especially, I think, Rusty and I have talked before on the podcast about being careful to set your expectations properly, as in like here's what I went into this month thinking, because I didn't have any behind the scenes info. In fact, literally, and Slim can verify, we did not get these characters until 30-ish 40 minutes before everybody went live, like they went live. So we had no advanced information. We couldn't see them. We couldn't play with them. We couldn't do anything. Sometimes we get a little bit of time, the night before or something like that. That was just absolutely not the case this time. And so, it is what it is, but we ran with it. So I'm sitting there playing with these going like, this is not good. But where I was going with that is I had this initial predisposition. It was a hope against hope, to be quite honest, because Scopely has said they are never going to do the double 4MP trainers again, which I think is bull. They should instantly. But I just got this like, okay, 2 years ago, it was NXT. That's when we got the double 4MP trainers. So immediately when I saw their trainer abilities, I was like, okay, I'm done. I don't like this. So it really set me on a bad path. But then when they reinforce, like when Trick was, he's fine, he's distinctly fine, and then Oba was like, oof, gosh, like for a guy who's probably going to be a world champion here in the next year or two, I would imagine, he's already fought for the world title on John Cena's last event. I just expect, I don't know, I went in kind of halfway expecting the way that they do January Hall of Fame months in the past, where technically every Hall of Famer is an S plus tier, even though we know they're not. I kind of thought that they were going to do 3 really strong characters and make this like a tight, but like, man, this is really good month. And yeah, the trainer abilities, mostly forgettable. I mean, there's fine. I mean, actually, Trix is decent once I got past what it was. I was like, okay, that's unique at least. Although they still didn't put, we've told them multiple times, put the move color, if it's going to charge MP, put that at the top so it's always searchable, and it's at the bottom again. So after this next couple of weeks, nobody is going to remember the Trick gives you 2+2 green MP. And
Yeah.
that's so like it feels like this is a go between month on a lot of things, and that's fine. That's not a bad thing. They have to do those in order to, like, we had really big months before, so January usually, just like the same reason that movie theaters put out whatever content in January, because they've just done all this big promotion for Christmas and for the holiday, for the new year, for the whatever. So it's fine. It's distinctly fine, but I was disappointed. Sheik, you don't get to. You were saying you don't get to play with the shiny things as much. Give us a perspective on how this month started yesterday, all of yesterday.
Oh, by the way, I just wanted to make mention of something.
Sure.
So you're like, oh, Femi's this big, strong, like, dude. Oh, okay. Look, I know a lot of people are familiar with Brock Lesnar using the Kimura, during his like return phase or whatever. Do you not remember Brock using the Brock Lock?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the stretch muffler, dude. Seriously. Why wouldn't a big man use a submission?
Right.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. It just feels weird. I don't know. My brain can't put together like, hey, lay down power gems, then use the submission to trigger the power gems and reload, and wait until the second turn to finally hit your opponent. Although now that I'm talking through it, it does actually make more sense.
Yeah, it's not
so maybe that's
it's weird.
Yeah, well, no, I'll admit that, but that's also what I use for what is it, like the striker Brett, the best there is one.
Yeah.
Is I put out all the power gems, do the sub to refill, to refill the sub, and then refill the power gems. So like as I keep looping the sub, I set off power gems, and that's how I whittle people's health down whenever I have to use them. But I do agree, like, it's like with so many people who reverse subs, but getting to the point. So of course, I'm not an official CC. I don't get all the shiny bells and whistles and toys to play with every plate and everything like that. Um, but I will say, I finally got to bust out somebody that I hadn't used in God only knows how long. So as I've told people quite a bit, I am a long time player. I've played this game since the beginning. So typically, what I do is whenever the people come out, I just throw Trick Ali on them, 150% finisher that typically just lets me wipe through the chores without any issue. Especially since they're always ready turn one. But since he does bonus per botch gem, I actually got to bust out the good old what was it? Forgot what his nickname was. The enforcer. I got to use Arn Anderson for the first time in God knows how long. So that was fun. Just to, like I was like, I'll just make more botch gems. Then I was like, okay, there's Tech Brett, there's Stevie Ray, and then I was like, oh yeah, Arn. Why wouldn't I use Arn?
Because I don't have
So-
Arn. I can't ever get Arn. That's why. Oh, I'm jealous.
Chat, I had to literally ask. This is also part of the behind the scenes conversation we had. I was like, "What does Arn Anderson even do?" I had no idea what his entourage ability was. None, zero.
Yeah. I mean, it's not one that most people have used in a long time. But especially with those plates with the botch, you have to make 30, whereas with the rainbow and the cross break, you have to make 4. Let's get a horseman reference in there, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, come on. Like, why wouldn't you use Arn? Except for that he doesn't exist, and I can't ever get him apparently, even though he showed up on that one WrestleMania with Cody. And come on, Legends contract, guys, Legends, let's get him.
Well, I think what is it? Well, he's with AEW, but I mean, for the longest time he was an agent. He did a bunch of he was seen as like personal agent or whatever for all of his big matches. So
Yep.
why wouldn't Arn be in the game?
I know, right? So talk to me. Am I crazy for being disappointed that there's not double 4MP trainers on this? And would that have, I mean, if that were the case, like this month would have been the biggest win, period, if they had just done that one thing. But like, talk to me about, like, play the other side a little bit for me. Like, I literally can't conceive in my mind why they wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
I don't
Well,
know.
I mean, I agree with you. And here's the thing: I see both. It's one of those things I don't want to play. To use the Always Sunny reference, I play both sides, so I always come out on top.
Right?
The thing is, they specifically said we're not doing it,
Yeah, I
and
know.
we're like, and then of course we're like, oh, they're just saying that,
Yeah.
and then it didn't happen, and we're like, what? Why didn't they do it?
Well, they built this up in our head that you should do it. Yeah, that's me.
Yeah. So I mean, like, I see both. Like I said, I just, again, I'm not trying to play both sides here, but I mean, like, I totally get it. I mean, not to mimic what Slim said, but there's got to be some moment or some gear or something that's gonna come out that is gonna take them from here to here. I don't see how. I don't want to use the term subpar in any way, shape, or form, but you can't have a fan voted MLC and then have them be.
Doo-doo. Yep. No, I don't disagree. I think that is, again, like I will defend Scopely when they do good things, and I'll call it out when it's not great. I think that's
Yeah.
only fair. And yes, that is one of my considerations. Something I was going to kind of say a little bit in this is that these are the characters we voted to be good. Last time I remember doing the voting for people, right? It was Terry Funk, it was Liv, it was Indy, and Cowboy Bob, right? And all
Mhm.
4 of them were good. like really good. Cowboy Bob, even as the free, people still use him today. He was the first poster. I remember one of the creators getting to 1 billion damage with DJing on his video. And so I'm like, my goodness, that was good. And then like Oba and Trick are both ones that people are super excited about. And right now, like especially after my stream yesterday, at least the people I have line of sight to in the last 24 hours saying things, most of us are going, well, at least Sol Ruka is good.
Mm-hmm.
That's about it. Yeah, at least Sol Ruka was good. Yeah. Slim, am I crazy? Am I the problem? That's what I'm asking. This is a therapy session instead of a podcast, is what it is. I'm just kidding.
Okay, well, tell me, Lee, how did it make you feel that when you booted up the game and there was no 4MP trainers on any of the NXT cards? Um,
Right?
I don't know. I can't blame you. I held out hope for Leonardo for over a year before I was finally told that I can those hopes to rest. So I see where you're coming from.
Yeah.
And really what it is, I think the root cause is the 4MP trainers would have made so many things so much more interesting.
Yes.
Not more interesting, but it would have been new.
Right.
Like all of a sudden we have 700 cards on the roster, 700 available cards on the roster. I don't think anybody has all 700. I'm sure a couple people too.
Yeah.
It's 704,
Shout out,
703.
by the way, shout out to Ed Doggy Dog. I look, if he ever wanted to come on the podcast, I would love to talk to him. So Ed, if you're out there and you want to join, like I would love, even if you don't want to be on this one, I would love to interview you, dude.
Yeah. Same. That's fun.
Good point. He probably does have all of them. So maybe there's 5 rosters in the entire game that have everything that are not
I have access to everything.
scopely manipulated, right?
Right, there you go.
So, but the plus 4MPs, all of a sudden you're like, oh, what can I make Shotzi good? What about Hall of Fame Rick Rude? Can I finally make that dude good? How many other cards get significantly better if we have double MP trainers of different color combinations, right? And we talked about it, black and yellow, red and purple, blue and green,
Yeah.
blue and purple. Yeah.
Yeah.
So all of those things would have changed the way we play the game, and that is an exciting thing because we play this game a lot. So sometimes changing things up and giving us, opening up the keys to being creative, is something that would drive engagement and would make a lot of us very happy and get the creative juices flowing. And we're scurrying off to Titan and tour modes and stip tours and testing and swapping stuff out. And we're like, woo! Instead, we got 75% less yellow gym damage minus 1 MP on the A tier card. So that's like, you're going from one extreme to the other with stuff like that. So I understand where you're coming from.
Yeah.
I personally,
sorry, go ahead.
I purposely did not hype myself up for the 4MP. I was like, oh, they're NXT cards plus 4M. No, maybe not. Maybe temper expectations here, Slim, because God, that would be too cool. It would be too cool. So like, it's probably not going to happen. Come back down to earth a little bit.
Yeah, I didn't come back down to earth, and that was my problem. And I think if the trainer abilities, if the had been at least some something that I'd have been like, well, I guess they were honest when they said they're never going to put in the double 4MPs. But at least it's this. That wasn't the case. And then with Trick and Oba being so like a lot of times, behind the scenes Scopely will always ask us, what do you think about these posters and things like that? And so I can't share what anybody else has said, behind the NDA wall, but I can share what I have said a lot of times with those. And my feedback yesterday was Trick's fine, Oba's terrible, Saul's great. That's really where I was at with these, and I mean that's an honest take, but I don't know beyond this MLC that I would, unless I have to, ever touch Oba or Trick again without something like, and I do know a couple things that are coming that haven't been announced yet, but I don't think that what I know is going to change everything for sure, at least. So there you go. There's that. Yeah, and the terrible character is going to be the top line. Yeah, and this weekend's focus is getting Oba, which the great if you get him. I mean, you get a top line bonus, you're going to get lots of rewards. But on the flip side of that, and we can come back to issues if we want to, because I definitely want to talk about the armory loot and some of that kind of thing. But on the flip side of that, none of our official CCs had any insights or clue that these new tiers of Hall of Fame gears were coming. And then we were told just before they went live that they were intended to be achievable through gameplay. So there's new gears that they absolutely could have paywalled the crap out of, and they didn't. So again, I'll call out what's bad, but I'll also want to call out what's good. I haven't gotten to play with them yet because I thought I would on yesterday's stream. Everything took too long, especially with Oba trying to figure out his moveset. But yeah, Goldberg's gear. I'm very excited. In fact, I have it already. That was the first thing I went on as soon as I got enough medallions and grabbed. McCool's gear, great. Ray's gear's fine. Brutus's gear's good. Who else are the other two? My brain's glitching at the moment.
Macho's is phenomenal.
Macho's gear is unstoppable, right? And then who's the last one? Either way.
I don't remember. I barely looked.
Yeah. Oh, it's Kurt Angle. It's Kurt Angle's gear. Yeah, and so they didn't just put them on. It could have been like, oh, these are $2,000 gears that go on JBL and Ron Simmons. Like it could have been that, but instead, like who had? Oh, by the way, Hall of Fame Kurt Angle's back in the picture. Even though he's been good, he's never not been good. But who had like, oh yeah, Hall of Fame Kurt Angle's going to be a focus for this month. Oh, okay. Macho Man, Hall of Fame. Who had that as let's make Macho better, because what he really needs is to hit harder, even though he's already, top tier. So it's not there yet, CM Punk. The three that aren't out yet are going to be the focus later in the MLC. I can't say where, but you have seen the official contest calendar, and there is a Hall of Fame week involved. So if you can place 2 and 2 next to each other, you might get 6. I don't know, but either way is good. So thoughts on the Hall of Fame gears?
I think they're fine. I mean, with the Hall of Fame gears, like I don't know. I eventually get them, so like that's I got to go through the prize wall because yesterday what happened was I had like a ton of meetings and I kind of played and then I rushed through the tours and then I kind of just like glanced at it. I was like, oh, what is the prize wall? Oh, it's this. I was like, oh, the new platinum gear is great, and then I probably spent 10 seconds looking at it and then I was on the door. I was out the door picking up Little Sheik, and then I didn't play for the rest of the evening.
Well, and I made content and saw it until literally it was almost bedtime, so I only got to play a little bit, but I did get enough to get Goldberg off the prize wall. Yeah. So I don't know, Slim. You got to stream last night. Did you interact with those at all, or did you get any time?
I didn't get a chance to interact with them. And I'm going to expand this conversation just a bit. The platinum gears on this kickoff prize wall, they're awesome. Okay. Michelle McCool's gear is fantastic. Potentially even like I know she has a rather complicated moveset that will hit really hard right now without the platinum gear.
Right.
I have started seeing in the community people simplifying her move sets with the platinum gear and still hitting the same amount of damage. That's cool. That's a bonus in my opinion. Ray, I'm really actually very interested to mess around with Ray. Because I don't think he's terrible by any means. But I don't know if this pushes him up to being great. More gym damage for Goldberg is fine. He's going to continue to be a Showboat Titan killer and then use him when you have to. The other gears, I watched DJ on stream last night hit 250 million with platinum geared Kurt Angle. So let's go.
Okay. Yeah.
250. Hall of Fame Savage has low-key always been one of my favorite Hall of Fame cards. So that adding multiplied gems there is fantastic. Let's go. And I don't know anything about Brutus. Just full stop. Don't know anything. I know he makes trap gems.
He's very good.
That's all I know about him.
Very good. He's one of the ones that, you basically hit the traps and you do the black gyms and blah blah blah. He's a great place for Alexa's backpack. Just fantastic.
Oh, sweet. Yeah.
For that.
So
yeah, he's really good.
yeah, I imagine I'll dig into him, sometime whenever I get the time to do it. But these are all on the kickoff prize wall, right? And they're priced at 749 tokens. Do you know what the cheapest thing on this prize wall costs? 749 tokens. The Ray's Mysterious Mask, the plate that we hate to get from the Chest of Disappointment, is 999 tokens.
I did see that.
It's more expensive than the Platinum Gears, and the Platinum Gears are actually good. All right, so that's amazing. All right. Then keep looking at this prize wall, right? You have Acro Jacob Fatu, 100% can still hang. If you don't have him, he is 989 tokens. He is cheaper than the Ray's Mask that we hate getting from the Chest of Disappointment. Maxine Dupree, if you don't have her. Yeah, Maxine Dupree is 1,049. Chelsea Green Entitled, I'm sorry, is the cheapest thing on the prize wall at 619 tokens. All right. Powerhouse Cody, who I know you and Blueski both rate extremely high, is 1,500 tokens. Michelle McCool, both you and Blueski rate them very high, 2,800 tokens. These are some cheap, very good rewards that you can get to start off the month. This may be the best prize wall I've ever seen.
Yeah.
It like full stop.
Very possibly. Let's dig into that. Like Sheik, you had an immediate reaction to that. Talk to me about it as a, from where you're sitting as a long-term player.
Well, no, yeah. Well, I was just gonna say, like, I agree with you. I think this is one of the best. Like, I know we praised like the first week zombie prize wall. Last month's was this one. Very, very good. And also, I'll finally get like the last 40 shards I need to get Hall of Fame Barber this month. So yay! Super happy about that.
I love him. He's one of the best Hall of Famers in the game. But anyway.
Yeah. But no, like you were saying, Maxine, fantastic. Michelle McCool, fantastic. Jacob Fatu, fantastic. And I mean, here's the thing. Even one of the things that I always like tell people is that even if somebody's not the fastest, if they're consistent, then that's great. What is it? Chelsea Green's Triple P on Entitled. That still gets me through a bunch of like when I don't have when she's an option and I don't have any of the fancy ones. Hey, I'll go ahead and just go. I'll just go ahead and go and just use her and just let it loop for 20 minutes and win. I actually had to do that. I don't have JBL. I'm like think
he's great.
It's either 400 or 600 shards away from getting him. I had to use Kevin Nash the other day for that Hall of Fame thing this past weekend, and yeah, you know what? Old Sheiky looped the the power bomb and double red over and over and over, and I won. It sucked, but I did it.
Nice.
There was one thing that I did want to there is one thing I did want to mention just while it's on my brain so that I don't forget. With the revamp this month for Orton.
Okay.
I just wanted to make mention of something. I know we've talked about before our tutorial mode for people who haven't played the game, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Okay.
And I don't know if I don't remember if we talked about this on the podcast, but just wanted to make mention of this because I know that this is a huge brick wall for a lot of people. So Randy Orton's been revamped twice now.
Yep.
Once, to get the one MP move, that him and like Architect Seth and King Barrett and a few other people got. And then somebody else who got revamped recently was Tech Asuka.
Yep.
Guess who's in the initial road tours that you need to beat in order to league up?
Asuka?
One Viper Randy Orton and one Tech Asuka.
Interesting.
Just like I know this is like an after, and again I know this is a very big side note from that, but I just want to make mention, if they're going to like do updates like this, either swap out the character in the road, or maybe let people in lower leagues have the ability to like get the new people, like, you know, like Trick Williams, for example, where you can kind of breeze through it. I can't even begin to tell you the amount of times that I hear the complaint either through somebody DMing me on Discord asking for a setup or something, where they're like, I can't beat Orton. They're like, I can't league up. I can't do anything, and this game's not fun. It's like, oh, I was having a great time playing the game until I have to face Orton, and now I don't enjoy this game anymore. Or, you know, like they'll be like, oh, it's like I got lucky and I did blah blah blah, but I can't get past Tech Asuka and I'm not having fun with the game anymore. So just wanted to throw that out there, is that, you know, it's like when you give when you give a revamp like that, try to, you know, understand that like the lower, you know, it's like you're making it a lot harder for people who are just starting out to be able to progress. So I just wanted to make mention of that while it was on my brain, because you know, like when I saw the revamp was the Viper, I was like, oh great, now I'm gonna have this oh my god, I can't beat Orton cycle start all over again.
Interesting. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. There we go, Vision. Thank you for subscribing. And now I've got Twitch notifications on screen, so my face will light up if certain things happen. So subscribed at tier 1. Thank you.
Yay!
Appreciate it. Make sure you follow the Vision on YouTube. I pinned their YouTube account to the chat for those who are here watching that. So actually, and huge thank you to Slim, because I can't manipulate my screens without screwing up this. So Slim dropped that in there for us. So thank you, Slim. Thank you. Okay, so let's talk about unintended consequences on this. I took a lot of flack, and I'll own it, for saying that I liked last month's change to the armory loot. Rusty and I did a podcast together, which, welcome back, Rusty. It was good to have you on for a hot minute there. We loved it. And both of us said, yeah, it was a good change. We liked it. People said, oh, you're a Scopely, Mark. You're a shill. You're only saying what they want you to say, all that kind of stuff. It is what it is. I'll take the heat. I genuinely speak what I believe, and I genuinely believe that was a good change. But the community was so against it, they immediately walked it back this month. Thoughts on the armory loot change, and has anybody been able to do an armory poll to see if the loot milestones are tied, or if you screw yourself by doing one or the other instead of just going all in on one?
So for me personally, I know I'll get the hate here for this. I'll go ahead. I'm going to take away some of Slim's heat.
Ooh, do I get to be the good guy this episode? That's awesome.
Yeah.
This is a good change.
Yeah. I'll take the villain arc this time. I'm in a situation where before they changed it, I was like, eh. After they've changed it, I'm like, eh. Or like, before, during, and after, I'm just like, eh. Because so I actually talked about it with somebody on one of the Reddit threads this morning that I run. I'm missing 9 moments right now. Technically 11, but I'm never going to get another Ghostbusters character to unlock that one. Rocky license is gone. I'm not getting that one, and I didn't want to spend the money for it.
Right.
So at that time, but so I'm missing, like I said, I'm missing 9 moments in the game total. In the moments loot, I don't have Abby, and then I think I'm 125 or 115 shards away from Hall of Fame Vader. Other than that, I have everybody in that loot. So for me, like, the likelihood of getting Abby is super slim. Even if and at 5 pulls, I really doubt that the 20 or 25 that I do, or whatever it is, I'm gonna hit Hall of Fame Vader every single time. So I'm not gonna shard unlock him. And then the 4 moments that are in there, I still don't understand why I've never gotten the Acolytes win the WWE Tag Championship, because that one's not like a super rare, like busted thing.
I can't get
And then
manager. Like you just there's just some you just can't get for no good reason.
yeah, I've gotten the Eddie Guerrero one multiple times. I've gotten the John Cena one multiple times, and those are so much better. And I'm like, why can't I get the ones that I actually need? So like I said, it's like eventually I'll get them, sure, right? And then on the gear loot, I have a ton of gears. The ones that I don't have are the uber rare ones that they don't really give out, or that you have the slim numbers of getting.
Hey, whoa, now.
Yeah.
Hey, now.
And then, and then on the titles, and then for the title loot, I have, I believe I have 455 slots for straps, and then 515 for medals. I don't need more titles. I'm very good. I don't need any belts. Period. The only I've gotten to the point now, if it's unless it's like the 130 or 150, I just delete them, because I don't. I have everything I need and then some. And then as far as the medals go, I did this little by little. I sold all my when tier 5 came out, I little by little got rid of my tier 4s, and then I only had just tier 5 medals. Now I've replaced every single tier 5 medal I have with tier 6, so I don't need medals. And then as far as plates go, however it goes, I don't have a Frankie plate, and I don't have the Stevie Sticks plate, but pretty much I have every plate in there. Now, don't get me wrong, I'd love to get. I'll take 20 more Piper plates.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and then there might be a situation where what is it on the cross? What is it the cross breaks or whatever it is? I'm in a situation where oh hey, I have the red one, I don't have the green one, or I have the green one but I don't have the yellow one, etc. But there's nothing in there that's going to make me go oh my god, if I only get the red cross break, then I'm going to do 700 billion damage with so and so. So sorry, my long-winded explanation of I'm in a situation where sure, I'll do the loots, they're free, great, fantastic, but the likelihood of getting something new out of them is again, slim numbers for me. And I just I thought they were fine before. I thought they were fine when they did the change and combined them, and I think they're fine again, being back to what they are. I just don't really have much to get out of them until they do a revamp or recycle the stuff in there.
Let me just see real quick. I'm showing my levels are pretty darn good, but they're saying they can barely hear me.
Yeah, well, I mean, I can hear you just fine, but also I have you on the Discord audio, not the stream audio.
Let me increase my gain here real quick. Check. Does this do anything? Check. Oh, there's low, so that must be high this way. It's fine now? Okay, well, I just cranked my gain all the way up then, so that's good. All right, Slim, we positioned you for a face turn, buddy. What do you got for us?
Yay, they're back. I hated last month's style. I mean very sincerely, it grinded every single gear that I have left, that they combined all the armory into the same one.
Okay.
Now, I understand that RNG blesses people differently. RNG has always hated me. Always. Gotcha. I pulled somewhere close to a dozen baby rumbles last month.
Okay.
And this is not an exaggeration. I have screenshots I can send over to you where one of the mega pools, quote unquote, from the armory loot, I got 3 of the baby rumbles. And that was not the only time where I got multiple baby rumbles per pool. I don't want them. They're cool.
Yeah.
I have significant numbers of them.
Right.
So I don't when the armory loots are split into three, I don't pull for plates in the first place because I don't want those things. Yes, there's stuff in there that I could possibly get. You know what I could do though? I could either pull the moment loot and actually get duplicate moments so I can stock up on moment tokens, or outside shot, get a new one. Cool.
Yeah.
Or I could pull the gear loot and get gears. Will I get mostly duplicate gears? Sure. Are there gears that I could get that would help? Absolutely. But those silver hangers, I'm still banking up to buy stuff organically. I still need Bret Hart's gear.
Right.
I don't need it. I want it. It's a big difference. I understand. But
Right.
like I can plan for it, right? It gives me a path of progression. When you just dump it all in there, I'm like, yeah, cool. Here's a couple of tier 5 plates, a couple of baby rumbles, and a bunch of straps that are all not going to be kept on my roster. Like, I don't want that. Now that they're split back into 3, awesome. I have a path of progression and I can make my own choice of like, hey, which one of these free pulls do I want to do? However, the one thing I don't like is the loot pull mercy system or whatever. I'm really starting to sour on that whole system in the first place. For a mercy system, it doesn't show a lot of mercy.
If you
The
don't
fact they
quit,
can't
you'll
combine
never
it-
lose.
I actually almost have ethical problems with that phrase in a gotcha game. Like, come on, guys. We all get it. You don't have to be that on the nose. Anyway. The fact that they're now separate in order to progress through the mercy system, you have to choose one set of armory pulls for the rest of the month is kind of lame. I don't think it's going to affect me. I'm just going to keep pulling gear, but it's kind of lame, right? And
Yeah.
especially since the mercy loot pulls have the special coins where instead of it's the right bicep flexing, it's the left bicep flexing, and you use that to spend on a prize wall. Like, you have to lock in to what you want at the very beginning to grind all the way up through that. That's kind of
Yeah.
that doesn't feel so great.
I'm getting
But
conflicting
I get to
reports
choose.
on that though in the chat. Someone that was saying that their 3 are tied to 1, which if that's the case, great. But let me just say it as loud as I can in case people aren't hearing it. If they're not connected somehow, which I don't believe, I haven't seen, but I don't believe they are, you have to go all in on 1. Otherwise, if you spread your love across all 3, you're going to get nowhere on the armory loot medallions, which I don't even have that prize wall yet. I haven't seen if there is one. There wasn't last night on my game, but
Oh yeah,
either
it was
way.
supposed to go live last night. I haven't checked either.
Yeah, I
Maybe
haven't
we
seen
can
it.
get Flo to put out or Cool Swan, the coolest of swans, to put
Coolest of
out a
swans, the
message.
daviest of D's. Yep. Yeah, that'd be good.
Put out a message on the official Discord like these are linked or they are not linked. Because the worst thing in the world is the game is pretty terrible about communicating things to you, having everybody pull a mega in each one and they're missing out on the left-handed bicep coin. And then they don't get anything cool from the armory prize wall when they should have stuck to one. Like,
Right. Agreed.
why did they mess with it in the first place? It was fine. It was fine. It was the one thing that was kind of not broken, and now it's still broken. But it's better than it was last month, so yay!
Yeah. I gotta tell you, just as a side note, I know we always laugh about this. This NXT rollout. Oh, this MLC. I haven't seen this broken of an MLC turnout in God knows how long.
Yeah, well, hey, you could
You're
have
not wrong.
you could have taken the day off from work to make content and then be told all morning nothing's ready, nothing's ready. Like, okay, fine, I'll record some more List 7 videos. Oh, thank you. Yes, those are very loud. But thank you. My follower goal has been met. 590. I didn't even know that was a thing. But thank you, Ghoul. Very appreciative.
Yeah, great.
I don't know how to turn the
by
volume
way,
down on those. They're not in my OBS amplifier thing. Sorry. I will figure it out
Yeah.
at some point.
Look, I know I told you about this. Set some time up. I'll go over how to fix ad breaks because I know people have talked about that, and then I can also tell you how to adjust the volume. Oh, and by the way, because somebody mentioned this last time that like my video was looking like Sega CD quality. I don't know what it is. I
You
don't
look
know
good
if
on my
it's
screen.
Twitch. No, you look fine on my. I look fine on Discord, but I was noticing that my lighting was going boop 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 boop.
Oh.
You like fine on Discord, but not on the stream. So in case somebody mentions it, I understand. I don't know what's causing it to happen.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah. Uh, but yeah. But yeah. Getting back. But yeah. The sorry. What didn't mean to go off track.
You're good. You're good. No, I think we're hitting the big points. I agree. I love the ability to choose if it doesn't hinder the, what are we calling them, left-handed biceps now? Like if it doesn't hinder you getting the left-handed biceps, then I'm all for it. But yeah, there definitely needs to be some communication, and there was just too much going on. Yesterday was, as we said, a mess. Things weren't ready. I got delayed, end up working late on this stuff, blah blah blah. So I didn't get a chance to even ask. But I mean, we do have some. People think we have more communication channels with Scopely than we do. We do have one at least, and we can push that up to say like, hey, this needs to be clarified, because I mean, huge miss if people go little here, little here, little here, and then get nothing. But yeah, I had something else in my brain and it's left me. So any other thoughts on changes from December changes, January changes, etc.?
Oh, so this isn't necessarily a change, but something like I know I've kind of called out a few like, oh, this, that, this, that. I just, of course, I always want to go with a super positive, because me in general, I'm a happy boy. I want to be, I want to call it good stuff.
That's not what I heard.
Eh.
I heard on Reddit you're very mean.
Oh yeah, of course. I love being mean. You know what?
Sorry.
No, it's all
Your
good.
fruity pebbles have real pebbles in them.
Oh, boo.
That's a good one.
Oh yeah. Well, no, look, the meanest that I get, I know like Two Bob and them heard a bunch of them. Like I think everybody loves my ill wishes on people. I have
Yeah.
some really. I've had some classic ones on there.
Nice.
Like what is it? Like one of them was like, I hope the next time you go through the settings on your TV, you switch it to Spanish, so that way and then you forget that idioma means language, and then you have to go through your Google Translate app until you find it and switch it back to English. That one was one of my favorites. But no, have you guys had a chance to look through the milestone? Like the milestone tier in the keys?
Oh my gosh, yes. Yeah, that was on the
Yeah.
video. So the
We can
free
talk about
characters
keys in
people are
general.
getting are, yeah, talk about keys.
Yeah.
Let's go. That's a
Yeah, sorry.
good
Yeah.
hit.
Yeah, so just want to make mention. So LA Knight, I mean, he's fine.
He's fine.
But Goldberg, fantastic trainer, and then getting the Seth freaking Rollins for free. I mean, that should be
Both
very
juggernauts.
achievable. Huh?
Both of them are the juggernauts. You get your trainer and your coach for the juggernauts. So
Yeah,
that
exactly.
solves anybody who didn't have the juggernaut coaches right there.
Yeah.
Not to
And
mention
also-
those coaches were protected for a long time. Streakberg used to be an expensive card.
Yes,
Yeah.
very. And he's a
Yeah,
good fighter
so-
because they reworked him, by the way.
Oh, I didn't realize.
Yeah.
Must have forgotten that.
Not top
but no,
tier, but he's very, very good.
Usable.
Usably good,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, I still use Seth Rollins quite a bit, actually.
Yeah,
So,
he's a Voltron.
like, I just, again, it's like, want to go with positivity, not all negativity.
Yeah.
I think that's fantastic milestones and super achievable. I feel like if you go through the tours weekly, there's no reason why you shouldn't be able to hit all three of those.
Right. Yep. I think that's very fair, and they're very, very good. I mean, those are. Yeah. I agree. Those are huge.
Actually, the quantity of the key loot, not quantity, the quality of the key loot is actually really good as well. Have you scrolled through that? Like,
yeah, AJ Styles, all the characters that are like, you're not going to pull those, but they're in there, and shards of them are in there, and there's, yeah.
well, I don't know. Go look around on the various discords. Go check it out on Reddit. People are pulling really good stuff from the Keys already this week.
Really?
Not me.
Downtime Fun just got Last Time Is Now Cena from the Keys.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
What is
Yeah.
it? So on Reddit, somebody posted that they got Kelly, and not through shards, like a poll. Somebody else got Randy Orton.
Yeah.
I of course did 255 pulls and 310s, and guess what I got? Nothing.
Bunch of
Nothing at
shards?
all.
You got loot pity pull milestones. That's what you got.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. So
But
I was like I said, to say that I was a salty chic was very, 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 very something that was definitely happening. I was so mad. So mad. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm happy for people to get them.
Right.
I want them too. It's not fair. Like me, yeah. What about me? What about Sheik?
What about me? What about Raven? By the way, did you see that Raven finally answered the question of why he's on the cover for WCW NWO Revenge?
Oh yeah.
That was cool.
Yeah. Oh, I already knew that actually from a long time ago. They had talked about it.
Gotcha. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
I just saw it recently then, I guess. So.
Oh yeah, there's also another side note question since we're bringing this up. You know how Mark Henry's sexual chocolate was the like one of the
chocolate.
chases last month.
Right.
What's your favorite candy bar?
That's a random
Like
question.
Toblerone. If I had to pick one, Toblerone for me.
Oh yeah. I don't know, Slim. I need a sec. You got this.
this feels like a trap.
No, this is a question. Like seriously, I picked Toblerone.
Toblerone's a solid man. I got to be honest. Snickers. I'm a big fan of Snickers.
That's
And
Little Sheep's favorite.
there's a peanut allergy in the house, unfortunately, so I rarely get to enjoy a Snickers anymore. So now when I do, it's like, oh yeah, it's actually it's an event, so to speak.
This shouldn't be this hard. But first of all, congratulations, Zandal. If you don't know, Zandal is a real professional wrestler and actually got to wrestle against Raven in. Oh, well, it went away now. I'm pointing at it, it goes away. Dang. So this shouldn't be this hard for me. So just quick transparency though. I am salt over sweet 9,000 times over out of 10. I will sit and eat an entire bag of sunflower seeds. Like literally we have to buy, we're into Kalidad chips right now in our family. We have to buy at least 10 bags at a time because my son, who is 13 and 6'3", he will eat an entire bag in one sitting if we don't tell him to stop. And he's autistic, so he loses track of those type things very easily. So I mean, I default on salty. Like I mean, if you ask like what's your favorite flavor of sunflower seeds, I could tell you in a heartbeat. I honestly can't think of like I like candy bars. I like them. I just can't think of one that I'm like, oh, I've got to have a whatever. Like my wife says Reese's Big Cups. I can tell you that in a second, but I don't usually go out of my way to get candy bars. So I'm sorry. I'm the stick in the mud on this conversation because I literally cannot think of one that I'm like, oh, I'd got like I like Twix. I like Kit Kats. I like, whatever, but nothing
Lee?
comes to mind.
As soon as we're done with the podcast, go to the closest corner store and get yourself a salted caramel Milky Way.
Ooh, I like salted caramel because there's the salt word in it right there. I anything that has salt, I'm on it. So
Yeah. What is it? Have you tried the Reese's peanut butter cups with potato chips and or pretzels in them?
No,
That's a good one.
Okay,
Yeah.
see, I'm just out of the world now.
If I couldn't pick that, if any other world, if I couldn't pick Toblerone, then it would be Reese's peanut butter cups. Those are top tier.
I do like Reese's, yeah, and I mean I just save them for my wife usually. If we get them, I let her eat them because they're her safe food, and a lot of times. Yeah. But dang, interesting.
Sorry, one more thing. Zandal's also wrestled the Hurricane.
That I did know. That's awesome. I love Hurricane.
I know I'm going off on side notes and stuff. Sorry, I know this isn't exactly the most stream.
No, this is a good way to wind us down and all that. I mean, it's interesting too to see like, Human Tack Board has been on all of the Got Talent shows pretty much around the world, and been wrestled for the company that I'm not allowed to talk about on here. But you said the 3 letters earlier in the stream, Sheik. Like, he sent us the video of his debut match on that show's Dark. Those 3 letters, Dark. And Zandel, has wrestled. You're better than Flair and Hogan. Yeah, it's true. So if you do the math, here's okay. So if you beat Hurricane, Hurricane has a verified win over The Rock. The Rock beat Hulk Hogan. So therefore, Zandal has beaten Hulk Hogan by the law of transference.
Mm-hmm.
Ipso facto.
Yeah.
Yep, ipso facto.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Mathematically, there's no loophole in that, or there's no
can't argue it.
that.
Yeah. And Hogan beat Flair many times, so therefore Zandel's beaten Flair. Technically, Zandel, if we're going off that, if you ipso facto beat Hogan, then technically you've beat everyone who wrestled in the 90s, 80s, 70s, just period. Like, yeah, anyway.
Ooh, how many world title reigns has Zandel beaten?
Oh,
So what is it? 16 from Flair.
Officially,
how many
it's
world
more like
title
22.
reigns did Hogan? Yeah, and we don't count the unofficial stuff.
WWE champion, 6 times? He was WCW champion 6 times. Wasn't he
So
IWGP champion once?
Sure.
I think because that's when he made that famous comment about the Winged Eagle being a toy and the IWGP being the real title that he was glad about having. So yeah, let's just say 13 just to be safe. So 22 is Flair's unofficial number, 16's is not. Hogan's somewhere in the, let's just give him 13 as a thought experiment. So I don't know, I'm 2/7 of the way there, but I can't get that math to go slim. So
it's 38.
Okay.
I mean, Hogan. Yeah, I mean, if you use Hogan math, he wrestled 475 days a year or something like that because of the time difference and going back and forth to Japan. So, I mean,
there it is.
Not that this, Zandel, not that we're doing this, but I don't watch the Golden Globes, but I did see the one highlight on there was they were talking about The Rock was up for a certain category, and the presenter goes, and the nice thing is the TV show The Paper's not on that category, so Rock might actually win. It was like,
yeah, I heard, yeah.
Rock, paper, scissors jokes.
It's Nikki Glaser or whatever her name is.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's what her name is.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, now that we're all riled up, let's talk about the Stranger Things finale. Oh wait, sorry, we're out of time.
Yeah.
Oh, but legitimately, anything else game related before? Because I do need to go within the next 6 minutes. So,
okay. I mean, no, nothing specifically. The kind of weird to have a faction feud, but no talent up. Like I know some people mentioned.
Yeah, that is weird. That is really weird. And the talent ups, like I haven't even recorded my last 2. I mean, you know me, I'm not one to miss content. I haven't even recorded the last 2. So, yeah, Slim.
I'm trying to think. I haven't actually played this month. I have messed around with the new characters, but I haven't actually done anything.
Right.
So, I think we've hit all of the highs and the lows. I don't necessarily have any problems with the kickoff contest. Solo contest is what it is, right?
Yeah.
The Blitz faction contest is what it is.
It's fine.
Yeah, and everything else is just kind of business as usual.
Mm-hmm.
We get a showdown in 2 hours and 35 minutes, by the way.
Ugh.
Love showdown.
Seriously, business as usual.
Yeah. There is one thing that I do want. Sorry, I wasn't trying to. I was just agreeing with you, son. But there is one thing that I hope this didn't happen, but I just want to mention it since you at the very beginning you said this was a 3-week MLC, right?
Yeah.
And it is. I really hope that as they were doing their calculations for solo.
Oh, I didn't want to speak it into existence, but go ahead.
Yeah, you know exactly.
Like, what's
You know what,
90
Slim?
minutes?
I'll give it to you. You go ahead. You're the numbers guy.
No, I don't want to speak it into existence. You go ahead.
Okay, you want me to just keep going with my villain arc? I really hope
Yes.
that I really hope that they didn't distribute the points as a 4 week MLC or 5 week MLC into a 3 week one, and then near the end when everybody's like, "Hey, hold on a minute, why haven't I maxed?"
Yeah. Yeah, especially like if that were the case and Soul becomes unattainable, or like who was it, Akam or Razar, whoever it was that was the powerhouse, that one chase that like everybody was going like, whoa, why don't I have powerhouse Razar right now? Like this is, and then lots of people missed that MLC. Like if you miss Soul this MLC, like that's the, she's the get. Like, we don't know anything about Lola yet, but she's going to be at least S, if not S plus tier theoretically. So we know she's not going to be like on the obtainable tier. So dang, I don't know. Anyway, all right. Well, before we go, we want to shout out all the goodness in here. So thank you to those who subscribe to The Vision on YouTube. We had that posted up there for a little while. If you haven't, search Vision WWE on YouTube. Make sure you find Slim Numbers on YouTube. And Slim, I know it's weird talking about numbers, although that's kind of the thing on your channel, but like, so your boss battle vid was like, it pulled up on my channel and it was like 1,000 views already. I was like, dang, everybody go watch Slim. Do you see? You're in the minority if you're not watching Slim Numbers videos. I'm just saying there. Plus now his streams will trigger thanks to Great J-Man. Shout out to Great J-Man, awesome creator as well, on the Champs Chat server. So there you go. And Sheik's videos should also be prominently featured now on the Champs Chat channel, thanks to Great J-Man. So yeah,
Oh,
appreciate those guys.
and also, I just want to throw out a congratulatory thing. I know this wasn't something that just happened, but Slim broke 1,000 subscribers.
Yeah, we
So
were going to talk about that last
big
week and I
shout outs to
forgot.
you.
Yay! Thank you guys. I appreciate that. Yeah, that's a weird number to look at. That is a weird number to look at. I've only been doing this seriously for like a year. Um, and the fact that I'm at 1,000 is mind boggling.
Yeah,
Yeah, and I'm super happy for you, dude.
very,
I
very
appreciate that,
happy.
Cheeky.
Now, just as a quick aside, I don't self promote a lot, but we're on the way to 5K here at Champions Chat. So we're about 500 subs short of the 5K mark. So anybody who hasn't, did I say Kmart? Kmark. Anyway, anybody who hasn't subbed to Champs Chat, please do. That is a number I never thought I would see. And Sheik, you're low key one of the most subbed champions guys, creators out there. So like, make sure you're subbing to Sheik. I know you already are, but make sure you're subbing to Sheik as well.
Yeah. Well, no. The thing is that I didn't mention mine because I didn't want it to be because like I know, like I said, I know we riff with Slim quite a bit, but I didn't want anybody to take it as me roasting him or anything like that. No, I pointed that out a long time ago. Like I know, like I said, I know my content kind of for various reasons. Some people know about it, some people don't. But no, I was like, I pointed that out a while back. I was just like, well, I was like, other than Garrison and I think DJ, I was like I was number 3 or something like that. But I was like, so where's my love? Where, what about me? It's like to requote myself, I was like, what about me? What about Sheik?
Right. Right.
But no, no. I think Here's the thing. Again, I'm super stoked about Slim hitting 1,000. I hope he hit 5, and I really hope that Slim gets. It's like that he. You know what? I hope he doubles it by the end of the year. How about that?
Oh yeah, that would be amazing. Like 1,000's a
Wild.
huge milestone. You're gonna start to see ads show up on Slim's videos, I bet. Just saying. And you should, because that's like literally we put in a lot of time on this and it's not compensated, really, So anyway,
Yeah.
but yeah,
Yeah.
Slim.
I saw Zoe in the background. What's up, Zoe? Come here. Zoe!
Slim, you wanna? We kind of railroaded your big celebration there. You get to say whatever you want for the next 1 minute, and then I gotta go.
I just got Trick Williams to hit 66.3 million damage turn 1. So let's go. Trick Williams better than Omafibby. Confirmed. You heard it here first.
Yep.
And if you would like to see more numbers like that, subscribe to Slim Numbers on YouTube at Slim Numbers, or come watch him do the math live while he bangs his head against the keyboard at twitch.tv/Slim Numbers, all one word. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it very much.
You're welcome. All right, Sheik, take us out. I gotta bounce. So.
Oh, no, it's all good. So, as always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And follow me on Twitch and YouTube at IronSheik84. Lee Brown on YouTube and Twitch at Champions Chat Podcast. And Slim Numbers on YouTube and Twitch at Slim Numbers. So, as always, have a blessed one, everybody. Have a wonderful day, and we will see you around. Goodbye.